come vape with me. Vapers are entering an area of stormy weather. Now I might crackle and creak, and I'm going to try and take this off my mouth so that I can vape properly. And I want to talk about the situation with vaping and our future. What I want to say is that we are going in for a patch of stormy weather. This stormy weather may last a long time. The outcome might be that the medical devices that they are trying to get past will look like this. Maybe shortly we can only buy these sort of electronic cigarettes that are controlled very tightly in their nicotine content, in the flavors that they have. We might be reduced from anything that looks tanky and big batteries to using something ridiculously that looks like a cigarette. Now currently in England I'm almost giving up hope at the stupidity of what I see on television and what I read in the media. The constant banging on that is going on, that this makes smoking look normal again. It renormalizes smoking. I say, why the hell not? Smoking is normal to a quarter of the population. To millions of people, smoking is a normal occupation. It is only the tobacco control that in 1975, at the third conference, that it was decided to infiltrate every medical aspect of the world to become politically and economically active, to stop the idea that smoking was a normal thing to do, and in fact to eradicate cigarettes and cigarette smoking completely. That is the end game, to eradicate cigarette smoking. Now, without anybody's help, with no input, with no investment from public health, from even big tobacco, or even from the medical establishment that make NRT therapies like patches and gums and funny little inhalators, with no effort on their part, China came up with the idea of the electronic cigarette, and it works. That is the extraordinary part. When I watch television, when I read the media, I see lies and deceit. If you are a vapor who's switched from smoking, you know that electronic cigarettes work. And yet we have statistics coming out, people repeating on the TV, in newspaper articles, that we don't know if they work. Well, of course they work, stupid people. You've got all of us as proof. And this is where science sometimes can be ridiculous. We are all there, millions of us, as proof that electronic cigarettes work, and yet we're told that there's no evidence that they really work any better than patches. Well, in my eye, that is absolute rubbish. Tobacco control have engineered society to hate smokers, to think that secondhand smoke will kill you at a whiff. And of course it's not been proved that secondhand smoke is as fatal as we are told. There are lots of questionable facts out there that aren't facts really. They are created by tobacco control and its relationship with the drug companies. There's a wonderful game going on. Smokers harm themselves, and so the drug companies provide the solution to the harm, and you go on nicotine replacement therapy or Chantrix and kill yourself instead of smoking. So this sort of relationship, an incestuous relationship is between tobacco control and the drug companies. And both of them are working in tandem with big tobacco. Big tobacco produces the product and the others cure us from the product. And it's a very profitable industry. And along comes the little, lowly electronic cigarette that they have had nothing to do with. And so the stormy weather that we have to protect ourselves from is the way that they are going to demonize us. And we must protect ourselves from being crumpled in the face of this propaganda. The first thing they're going to say is that this is normalizing smoking. But people are still smoking. People still want nicotine, and we want nicotine without having to burn tobacco to get it. Our electronic cigarettes are the answer. So the first thing is not to believe that smoking has been denormalized, because it hasn't. And electronic cigarettes normalize electronic cigarettes, not smoking. And the next thing is to prepare yourself not to feel like a dirty, filthy nicotine addict. You are not. You are somebody who enjoys nicotine like you would enjoy a cup of coffee or a lemon meringue pie or a glass of wine or even running or exercise, because it's a delightful and relaxing thing to do. The other thing is banning using electronic cigarettes in places where you can't smoke. I'm saying be bold, be rebellious, and if it says no smoking, vape. If somebody tells you off about that, you speak up and say this is not smoking. It's not smoking, it's vaping. And if it says no vaping or you're told not to vape, there's nothing to stop you doing it surreptitiously. Protect yourself with the knowledge that a lot of what you read and see out there is lies, damn lies, because the tobacco control industry and big pharma want electronic cigarettes. It's a profitable investment. So get your jackets on, people, and your hats. It's a dangerous place out there. There's lots of rain and hailstorms and rubbish being spouted in the media, and we need to tell our doctors what difference this has made to our lives. We can feel it. We don't need medical people telling us there is no evidence. We can feel it. We can feel the difference it made to us. Go out there and vape. If necessary, stealth vape, vape discreetly, but vape. Get on with it. The laws and the legislators cannot stop us vaping if we just damn well do it. So thanks for vaping with me.